Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Catherine Maedeman.
And I'm Lisa Richardson.
And we are at the Beaufort Base Camp, and this is such a great place. It's called the Digital Corridor, where many businesses come here and work. And as we can see, we're using some of their facility here.
Right, it's a great space for folks starting up a business or continuing on with their new one. So we're going to hear from some guests today. And first off, we have Dr. Robert LeFavi. He is the Dean at the USCB Beaufort campus.
And we have Nate Schwab, who is the principal owner of Mind Flint, Jamie Fleming, who is the owner of 1212 Design, it's a firm, and also Candace Brassard, who is the Senior Communications Director at USBC. They have a big project going on together.
Yes, and also we're going to be hearing from Shelley Barrett, who is the Executive Director here at the Beaufort Corridor. So stick around, you don't want to miss all this important information.
This is 843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where the Low Country comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We are here in downtown Beaufort at the Digital Corridor Base Camp, and joining us first is Dr. Robert LeFavi, who's the Dean at the USCB Beaufort campus.
Right.
Nice to talk with you today. We're
Thanks, Lisa.
Excited to be
Great
here,
to be here
and learn all about this wonderful project that's going, and you're the newest board member.
I love it. Yes, I'm so happy to be part of the BDC board, the Beaufort Digital Corridor. I've been there about 6 months, and I love the idea that it's really, my presence is sort of a partnership with the academic community, because this business, this base camp, it's exciting. It's really what needs to happen in Beaufort. The technology landscape is growing at a tremendous pace, and every community is trying to keep pace with the new businesses and new movements within society and culture, but technology is booming. And the question is, how is Beaufort going to stay abreast of all this? And is Beaufort prepared to be able to move at that light speed? This base camp gives people in the local area that opportunity to learn, to be mentored, and to grow a business, particularly in technology, but other businesses as well, that will enable us to be part of that landscape as technology continues to grow. So this is exciting for me. It's really exciting to be part of the academic area that brings sort of that here too, and make sure that we are tying in possibilities for our local students, so that we're not educating them and have them leave and go someplace else to build that business right here.
All right, there's so many prongs to this, because, you know, number one, you've been in education for a very long time, and you've seen the technology, and it's going so fast, and therefore you have to teach the students, and then you have to give them the tools to go out into the professional world. So that is one issue. But here at Base Camp, which I love about Beaufort, I was here before. I mean, I actually interviewed a couple of students from Charleston, College of Charleston, and they actually received a grant to do some sort of, I can't remember the subject matter, but it's amazing how the education facilities are projecting or participating into this kind of a program.
Absolutely. And we recognize that need. That's a really good point, Catherine, because what happens is we train students in the what. What do you need to know? What is the data? What is the content and the material? Oftentimes we don't do such a good job at teaching them how. How do you take that skill, that talent, that idea, and translate into a business? And that's really important for us to do locally, because there's a very important dynamic in Beaufort. We're losing our 25 to 44-year-olds. We just don't have enough of them. And one of the things that I hope we can do at USCB, maybe even with TCL, is to provide these students an opportunity to get a chance to become institutionalized into the fabric of Beaufort through opportunities like this, where they can grow their business. They can be mentored by people who really care about what they're doing and their idea, and help them slowly begin to turn their idea, their talent, into a real business that can stay here, that can keep them here.
And that's a good point, because Beaufort County itself has such a population of folks who have been very successful in their business world, and they're now here and they have some time. So what a better, I can't think of a better way for those folks to pour into these younger folks that you're talking about.
You know, you can't get the kind of mentoring that is
So
available here. You're right. Some of this talent, the folks who've been CEOs,
Exactly,
and
exactly.
now they want to give back.
Right,
And
right.
what a great way to do that, by mentoring a young person in idea development. Because entrepreneurship and idea development, it's not just a one-time thing. It is a gift that keeps giving the rest of your life. It opens up doors to being able to take your ideas and do something with them. And a lot of times, folks are reluctant to try. No one ever
Sure.
taught me what a business plan is like,
Right.
right? How I do a market analysis, what these financial statements mean. These are the kinds of, rubber hitting the road kinds of ideas that gives people opportunities that will stay with them and provide them with a pathway forward for the rest of their life with all their ideas as it comes. And with technology, ideas are always coming.
And then some.
And
that
coming
makes it just
fast.
when we think-
Yeah.
So what I love is it's the bridge.
Yeah.
It's a bridge so when the student graduates, they have the boots to the ground. And that's so important because remember when we graduate, okay, we have these degrees, now what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And you sort of have to find your way. And I think having the campus right here and also, the evolution, and you've been trying so hard with the Beaufort, Bluffton campuses to bring the young people into our communities, educate them, and oh, by the way, this is a great place to live. How can we
Yes.
facilitate their career development?
Oh, that's the perfect
Yeah.
point. And the one thing I love about the Beaufort campus is it is right here
Yeah.
in downtown Beaufort. I mean, their campus is right here.
Across the street, pretty much.
Right.
Yep.
Which attracts a lot of students because of the waterfront and the history and the beauty and all that. But how do we keep them here? Right?
Exactly.
We have to get them engaged into this community. This is a great way to do that, and enable them to see that their future could be here, that they can make a life here. But if you're secluded in a little self-contained campus somewhere and you don't get a chance to engage that community, well, you're more likely to get your degree and leave
Yes,
and go someplace else.
So partnerships are a huge thing.
Absolutely.
You've got some special things in the works. Can you give us a sneak peek?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we'd like to get involved with, and I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here, but this is something that's coming up, is the idea of getting involved in sort of cybersecurity programming at USCB. That will open up possibilities for new businesses right here, and I can see the Beaufort Digital Corridor being intimately involved. Secondly, one of the things that we're developing here at the BDC is a kind of entrepreneurship certificate. So you don't have to go back and get a whole nother degree in business or business finance or entrepreneurship to start a new business. But there are a certain, there's certain material, you're right, series of little units that you should understand.
You need to be educated on.
Absolutely. And so having that available, well, someone can come maybe at night and learn from professors and learn from some of the mentors here.
Career development.
Absolutely, about ways to put together a plan and going forward in location, things like that.
Well, there's so much to learn, but we have to go. We'll be right back with more 843 TV.
Thanks.